We are finally talking about this beauty right here. This is from the house of Guerlain, and this is Tobacco Honey because, ooh, I got some thoughts about it. And bonus, we got some related elf mail that I think y'all are going to want to see. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Lisa Maria here. Yes, we're doing the dedicated fragrance review to Guerlain's Tobacco Honey, a fragrance I have been showing and talking about a whole lot here on the channel. And there is a reason for that. But as always, when it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, I rate fragrances by 4 categories. The first category is mood, and it is simply how does this fragrance make me feel? Where do I see myself wearing it? When do I see myself wearing it? That's what we talk about it there. Second category is strength. That's on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being this is a nuclear juice. It's gonna last forever and I gotta scrub to get it off. Third category is longevity, and that is how many hours long lasting is a fragrance, because that is a very important, particularly when we're talking about something as luxurious as this fragrance house. And then the fourth and final category is simply, is this a compliment getting fragrance? Yes or no? So now you know how I do things, and yeah, let's do lipstick of the day as always. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. We're feeling very edgy, kind of spiky, you know. Hey, I'm spiked back up, y'all. So lipstick of the day is MAC Taupe to go along with this eye. MAC Taupe is an OG MAC color. Let me know what you think, as well as details on the face, and everything I talk about in this video will be in the description box below, so you don't have to look for it. Next up, fragrance of the day is of course the fragrance that we are reviewing, and that is Tobacco Honey. So yeah, that just makes sense. And as promised, you all, we did get some elf mail, and I'm very excited about this elf mail because I did not know it was coming. So let's get into it. So kudos to the bag, super duper cute. And this is from Elf Aisha, you all. Thank you, Elf Aisha. You know who you are. You definitely let me know it was coming after it showed up, girl. Thank you. Y'all, she sent me some Guerlain samples, y'all. And look at this. It's super nice of her because she knew how much I had been talking about Tobacco Honey, right? So she was like, have you tried the newer releases that have come out since then? I was like, no, I haven't. So she was like, girl, I sent you some samples. Definitely check them out. Let me know how you feel. Cool. And here we are, you all. So she sent me a sample, and these are official samples, which I appreciate. This is the Fève Gourmand fragrance that, yeah, this is like online only right now, and it's supposed to be a re-release of their Gourmand Coquine fragrance. From what I understand, it's a chocolate based fragrance. So I will be playing in this and give you all my thoughts on it in a later video. And then she also sent me a sample of the latest release, and this is Neroli Plein Sud, which I am interested in because I do love a good Neroli note. So very happy about that. And she also sent me a Guerlain sample from, this is the Aqua Allegoria line, and this is Para Granita, and I've never smelled this one. So yeah, all of these super excited about because yeah, I've been wanting to sample them, and I don't live nowhere near a Guerlain counter. I only go to Guerlain counters when I'm traveling, so that's when I experience them. So now I can play with my samples at home. So thank you again to Elf Aisha for sending these over to me because you did not have to, and I am really excited, especially about the Fève Gourmand. That one has been bothering me the most. So definitely stay tuned to a later video because y'all will see me talk about those fragrances. And now let's get into Tobacco Honey from Guerlain, you all. Yes. So this fragrance is a relatively new release. It came out, I want to say, in the spring, summer part of 2023. It is an eau de parfum concentration of a fragrance. And let me tell y'all something. What's funny is when this first came out, I was not checking for it, right? I really wasn't checking for it. I was like, tobacco. In my head, whenever I hear tobacco, it's like the leading note, or at least in the name of a fragrance, I'm gonna automatically assume it's masculine. That's just how it is. Even though you all know I try fragrances all the time, I sample different things, I just assumed it was gonna be a masculine scent. So I wrote it off. I just like, okay, whatever. Cool, we'll see what happens. You know, what's the next release after that, you know, but that one ain't gonna be. So anyway, so that was in spring, summertime, right? So now let's fast forward about 6 months later, and the head elf and I were in Houston for a wedding actually. And in the process of killing some time, like the day of the wedding, because the wedding wasn't until that evening, we said, let's go to the Galleria, let's go to the mall, and you know, let's walk around, do some shopping. And of course me, I wanted to go to the fragrance area of like your Saks and Neiman and whatnot, because hey, I'm out of town and I might smell a gem and fall in love with something. Y'all understand, y'all are fragrance lovers too. So then, y'all, we wander our way into Saks, and then I was like, oh, the Guerlain counter. I was thinking I was thinking, truthfully, I thought I was going to end up picking up Tonka Imperial, because if you all recall, I had Tonka Imperial on the winter fragrance like wish list, right? Fall, winter wish list that I did. And then, so I smelled Tonka Imperial, and the sales associate was like, yeah, it's cute, but have you smelled our newest fragrance, which was Tobacco Honey at the time? I was like, no, I haven't smelled it. She said, no, I think you need to smell it. And I smelled it. And yeah, the rest is history, and here we are. So that's the backstory on how we got here. And I did get the custom color. I wanted to get the green and gold wrap for my top, and I picked this top too. I want to say my original top is in my box. This is my box that she wrapped everything up in. One thing about the Guerlain counter, they're gonna give you a wonderful experience. And here is my bag, and it has my original cap that comes with the fragrance. So yeah, if something happens, I have a backup. She also gave me samples as well, which those samples will be in a different video. You all know I like to do sampling series videos. So yes, spoiler alert, a Guerlain sampling series fragrance video will be coming. So now y'all know how we got here. Let's get into the notes of this fragrance. Okay, so y'all, we have notes of, we have top notes are honey, cloves, and anise. Then we have middle notes of tobacco, tonka bean, and vanilla. And we also have some sesame in there. Then we have base notes of oud, as well as some sandalwood. And I'm gonna say this right now, they named this appropriately because the most pronounced notes in this fragrance are tobacco and honey. Let's just get that out the way. So now let's talk about sizing as well as pricing. This is a part of the Art Material line, which is the elevated line of Guerlain fragrances. So let's get into it. So as of right now, the 100 ml size, and that is what I have right here, the 100 ml size retails for $395, which, that's interesting, and I'll tell you why. Then there's also the 200 milliliter size, and it retails for $580. So yes, Guerlain is a splurge. At least for me, it's definitely a splurge house for sure. And the reason I said that the pricing is interesting because when I purchased this fragrance back in November, it is February when I'm filming this, by the way. This bottle was $380. So yeah, now that we're in 2024, I guess they did a price increase and it's now $395. So that's why I said, that's why whenever I do research for these videos, I'm like, I notice little things like that, and I always want to point that out. So now y'all know. So now let me refresh my nose with this fragrance. Again, I've had it since November. It is now February, so I've had some time with it. And y'all have seen it in a lot of different videos. It's made a lot of different lists. It also went home with me for the holidays. So yeah, it's made its rounds in my life, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna refresh our nose. Y'all, this one is powerful. And the fact that it still smells as powerful and like a wow factor as it did when I first smelled it at counter is like amazing to me. That's how I know I actually really like this fragrance, and it wasn't just that, oh, I'm out of town, so I'm gonna buy something. No, I actually genuinely like this because I still have that wow factor moment that I had back then several months later. So I gotta say that too. So the main things, y'all, this is globs of honey. The honey is so realistic in this fragrance. Heavy on the honey, is super sweet. It's that thick honey. Like, this is the honeycomb here is what this is. Not artificial honey. This is the beekeepers that went out to the beehives and literally dug the honey out. Like, that's what this smells like. And then the tobacco, in my opinion, is more so secondary, which, interesting enough, like I said, I thought the tobacco would have been like more pronounced and more upfront, which thankfully I'm glad it's not, because of the fact that the tobacco is more so secondary and not first, not primary, is why I love this fragrance. So yes, this is a love. It's so sweet, it's so thick. Like, you have to be a honey lover. If you're a person that don't like a thick honey syrupy type of scent, you're gonna hate this. It's not for you. But if you're a person like me that loves a honey note and lives for a honey note and don't mind something that's kind of thick and syrupy and more dense of a fragrance, this is for you for sure. So this fragrance is wow, yes. So now let's get into the rating system of this thing, y'all. The mood of Tobacco Honey, y'all. This is a cold weather fragrance, is what it is. And absolutely, y'all, this is main character energy. Cold weather edition is what it is. Literally, this fragrance enters the room before you do. True story that has happened on multiple occasions. So it's not me saying it just to hype it up. No, that literally happened. This is like, oh wow, it kicks the doors down. It is a showstopper of a scent. And I'm still shocked about that because, again, I wasn't checking for it like that. Now let's talk about the strength of Tobacco Honey, y'all. Strength of this fragrance is a solid 8 to me, and as it gets warmer outside, the strength gets even louder. So that's why I say, to me, this is a cold weather scent, because if it gets above, I'm gonna say 55 degrees and 60s being real generous, if it gets above that, it's gonna choke you out and it's gonna turn into a 10 of a strength. Again, I got it when it was cold. It was November. Like I said, it's February when I'm filming this. This is a cold weather scent and it sings. And we have had some warmer days, and I decided to smell this fragrance on some of those warmer days, and I said, oh no. I ain't gonna be able to do that once like spring for real hits. It's a no. So yeah. Strength is a solid 8 is the takeaway. And now let's talk about longevity of this fragrance. Y'all, this fragrance lasts forever. So 8+ hours. When I talk about longevity, ain't a problem at all. So legit. I wore this fragrance first thing in the morning, had a full day, different things to do, deadlines, appointments, errands, grocery shopping, you name it. Went to bed, everything. I woke up, I could still smell this on my actual skin. Like full pronounced, I can still smell it. And that's happened multiple times. So absolutely longevity, y'all. Wow, worth the money. 100% worth the money. It is. It is. I don't have to look for it. I don't have to wonder, is it there? I don't have to ask questions, is it there? It's there. For sure. And last category, y'all, is this a compliment getting fragrance? Abso-freaking-lutely, y'all. Yes, it is. Let me tell you something. My own mother has called me about this fragrance, and she asked me, did I have any extras? Did I have a sample of it? Which I did, and I ended up mailing it to her the other day. My mother-in-law also asked about this fragrance because I had it on when I was staying with her during the holidays, and she was like, what was it you had on? And she asked for the names and specifics. So every time I wear this fragrance, I've also had other people to hit me up about it, asking me about it. But yeah, the point is, I've had people that are not even like frag heads into the fragrance community, like questioning and inquiring, what is this tobacco honey and where did I get it? How do I get it? What do I need to do to get it? So it's one of those type of scents. So hands down, absolute yes. And bonus points, the head of loves this one. He said, that one's bossed up. That's what he says. He says bossed up, but it's sexy at the same time. So again, it's that sweet honey is what it is. So it also checks that box. So, but most importantly, I love it. Let's be very clear. I love this fragrance more than anything, but it is a certified compliment magnet. It is. So you all, I say that to say that I am very, very pleased with Tobacco Honey. This was possibly one of the best fragrance purchases of 2023 for me. Absolutely a compliment magnet, and one that I'm very excited and I'm still wearing well into 2024. So yeah, y'all gonna see that one on a lot of other lists, and yeah, we been rocking out with it. It was a wonderful purchase, and poor Tonka Imperial, I didn't get it. Apparently it's being discontinued from what I'm being told. It's just okay, but Tobacco Honey is that girl. So that's the takeaway from this. Those are my thoughts on Guerlain's Tobacco Honey. Marvelous discovery, again, when checking for it. But y'all, Tobacco Honey blew my mind. It did. So right, that wraps up my dedicated review. Thank you again to Elf Asia for sending me over these Guerlain samples that I will be talking about. Let me know, do y'all want to hear about them? Because yeah, I'm definitely gonna be planning them and getting some thoughts. I'm excited. So all right, y'all, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.